Hi friends, I realized I didn't film a true intro. I just started talking and pointing things out in this video, so I thought I'd come on here and just say welcome. My name is Alyssa and I've got 2 young boys and I'm currently working on a laundry room makeover video. Hopefully that'll be out for you guys next week. I am so close to finishing. I just have to put in trim, caulk, prime and paint the framework, but the cabinet doors are done, the room's painted, everything's pretty much finished, but I just need to kind of wrap a few things up so that I can post this video for you. There will be a couple more parts, we shall see. I want to add character. There's some more things I need to do in there, but we're so close to finishing this project. In the meantime, my house has kind of went downhill. I've tried my best to keep up with the kitchen and vacuuming, but other than that, there is stuff everywhere, and today we're going to take my house back. So we're going to jump right into this video, and I'm going to kind of start with a behind the scenes of my laundry room makeover. I'm just keeping it real with you. It's not like I'm a professional and I don't have this perfect setup for projects. So you're going to see here in a minute, I'm kind of going to point out the chaos that is happening behind the camera. So I'll take you along with me. We'll reset the project stuff and kind of find a place for everything that's going to go in the laundry room. And then the next day, we're actually going to go downstairs and kind of reset my lower floor and then the kids' playroom, anywhere that the kids have been playing. And I've just been kind of letting them preoccupy themselves. I have not been setting timers and doing family cleanups. I've just been like, go find something to keep you busy. And so the house is definitely, it just needs my attention. So I'm going to take you guys along with me, and I hope you enjoy this cleaning motivation. This is all just random cleaning stuff that goes in the laundry room when this is all done. I buy a lot of cleaning stuff at Costco, and so that's why there's a lot of boxes right now. There was amazing sales on cleaning stuff at Costco. Like the whole entire section of cleaning was almost all on sale. So all of this will get put into the laundry room cabinets that we're installing, but right now it's just kind of in my bedroom on the floor. I'm a little bit backed up on laundry because, well, obviously the laundry room is kind of just being worked on, and so I had a couple days off of doing the project, and while I had that time off, I just ran the laundry machine over and over again. So I have a few loads backed up, and honestly, my bed needs to be washed and made. I do it every week, and it's been a little over a week, and so I can definitely tell a big difference when I don't do that. And then, like, for instance, this, like, I could find a place for it, but basically anything that might go in the laundry room, I've just been like tossing in our master bedroom. And then if you come over here in the hallway, I've got all of this stuff is actually going to be put back in the laundry room. It all used to hang in there, and so it has to be organized and put back when this project is done as well. I've got, like, in here, I've just got like all of my supplies just kind of like randomly tossed. So it's just chaotic, and I want to take the time to just kind of clean it up just so that I can feel a little bit better. Like I was saying earlier, we're just going to tackle this upstairs area since this was what was stressing me out the most. I figured if I started here, it would kind of motivate me to keep going with this project and not get burnt out. So we're going to start here. I'm just going to break down some boxes from old cleaning stuff I already emptied, and we're going to just nicely stack all of this stuff up against the wall. I know it doesn't seem like it makes a big difference, but it does make me feel a whole lot better when I'm doing laundry and coming into my bedroom at night. I'm also going to go into the 2 other areas where stuff is that's going to go in the laundry room, and I'm actually going to bring all of it into this area. So I'm going to gather some stuff from the hallway and then the project room and put everything in this master bedroom until I need it, because that way I can kind of just make sure that all of the mess is kind of contained in one area, and it'll just make me feel like my life is a little bit more organized. Now Now we got that big thing of toilet paper put away from Costco. We're going to come in here and we're just going to take the sheets and throw them in the laundry machine. I didn't actually film myself putting them in the laundry machine just because I don't want to bring you guys into the laundry room until I'm ready for that project to be shown. So I just ended up throwing that in and starting the load of laundry. And now we've entered into the project room and I'm currently stacking all of the cabinet doors by size up against the wall. These doors have been primed and painted and they're pretty much ready to hang. You do want to wait a little while to hang them and put knobs on just for the paint to cure a little bit. I think it's 48 hours. So luckily there's going to be time for that since I didn't finish painting the framing yet. But we're just going to come in here and as you can see, I'm trying to organize everything into piles. So I'm going to make one pile with painting supplies, like extra painting supplies that I can grab. And I can also look to see if I have any before I buy more from the store. And then one pile is going to be all of the tools that I might need to grab for before the project's over. So I'm just putting all tools, every single thing that's from all over the place into one little area of the room. And then this that I was carrying just now, that was all just random trash. And so I had to get rid of all of that. And we're just going to continue going through this entire room and kind of stacking everything like you see here. You may not be able to tell that the room is very organized, but this actually made a huge difference in my mood and being able to continue with this project without kind of feeling overwhelmed. This blind here was from the laundry room and we're actually getting rid of it. If I do put a blind back in, I want to get one that's a little bit nicer. So we're going to be getting rid of this plastic one and then I'm just going to move this paint off this mat so that I can pick up this painting tarp and shake out all of the sawdust and paint, and then we're going to give this room a vacuum because when I was painting I was noticing that there was dust and dog hair that would land on my cabinets while they were still wet, which caused me to have extra work. So we're going to be vacuuming in here. I wanted to take out this trash. This garbage can was in the laundry room and now I'm just using it in this room to put all the trash in as I go because the hope would be that it didn't end up on the floor. Not that that's exactly what happened, but that was kind of the goal for why I put that in here. So we just emptied the trash, got a new garbage bag in, and we're just going to give this room a good vacuum and then it'll be ready to go for when I'm ready to start up this project again. Since I had the vacuum out and I needed to fold some laundry and it had been a while since I've really come in my master bedroom and given it a vacuum, we're just going to go ahead and start vacuuming and heading towards my bed. I figured, I think I said this in the last video, but my vacuum was about to die on me and I needed to plug it in. So why not just continue vacuuming, especially when you're already kind of on a roll. Now that we got some vacuuming done and the vacuum's plugged in right now, we're actually going to continue and just get this laundry taken care of since I knew that I was behind and it would just feel so good to just knock this off my plate. Sorry if my intro honestly was a tad bit awkward. I am still getting used to, as a content creator, talking into a camera. I'm struggling with where to look, how to act, what to do with my hands, all of those things. It's honestly shocking how difficult it can be to talk into a camera knowing other people are going to see it. I didn't think, like when I watch other creators do like intros and talk into the camera or point things out, I don't really think anything anything of it. I'm just like, oh, it's kind of fun. It feels like I'm talking to a friend. But then when you go try to do it, you feel so awkward and you just don't know what to do with your hands and where to look. And I am definitely still getting used to that aspect of content creation. And I'm hoping to get better over time and maybe feel like it's a little bit more natural, and we'll see. So hopefully you guys didn't mind too much. I've only talked into the camera a handful of times since starting my channel back in November, and that's just because I have filmed things like intros and me talking to you guys through the camera so many times, and I always end up deleting them before I post the video because I just don't like how I look or sound. And I'm sure that's just something you get more used to and better with practice, but you guys will have to bear with me as I kind of learn and figure out how to just talk as if we're best friends and be normal on camera. So if you guys have tips and tricks and you guys also do content creation, definitely let me know your guys' feedback down in the comments. Also, you guys can let me know if you guys prefer this style of clean with me's or if you like just voiceovers. If you like music and just voiceovers, or if you like people actually talking to you as if you're a friend right there with them, you guys will have to let me know. I kind of like a mix. Like, I don't really like it when somebody's talking into the camera the entire video, but I do kind of enjoy looking at their face and kind of hearing them talk. It makes me feel like I know them a little bit better. So I'm trying to get a little bit better about adding in just a touch more so that you guys can kind of get to know me and not just watch me clean. So definitely let me know what's your preferred video and what format you guys like. Now it's the next day. This is actually early in the morning, so this is about 7 a.m. and usually right about this time I'm starting to prep for the kids going to school, and I finished my coffee and fed the dog, played with him a little bit, and this time of the day is a little relaxing. But today I was kind of in a rush because my sister was going to visit with my niece and I needed to get this house put back together before she got here. Like I said, I've been letting the kids kind of just preoccupy themselves, and I have not been keeping up with making them do a family pickup like I normally do. So this craft table and then their playroom has kind of been the areas that I've neglected. So we're just going to quickly take care of that now. The niece who was visiting me on this day is just a toddler, and so she's actually really good about not putting everything in her mouth. However, even though she is really good at not putting things in her mouth, I still want to kind of make sure that the lower floor and the playroom are at least somewhat toddler safe so that, you know, if she does find something, she doesn't choke on it. There was a lot of glue and like markers stuck to this table, so that's why you see me scrubbing, and I know the table looks really gross, but it wasn't actually from food. It really was from mostly craft stuff. So like you see me scrubbing here, and that's just because some of the glue got all over the table. We don't have another area of the house that they can do crafts in. This is really the only surface area that we can do crafts and learning on, and honestly, I kind of like it. I thought about turning an area of their playroom into a craft area, but not only does the room have carpet upstairs, but they do crafts whenever they're hanging out in the kitchen near me and my husband. My husband loves to cook, and he does a lot of kitchen projects, and then I clean up the dishes and I do a lot of cleaning downstairs. And so when my kids are doing arts and crafts on the table or maybe a puzzle, they can kind of talk to us about their day and chat with us, and I kind of enjoy that part. So I'm not sure I want them to go upstairs. They do a lot of playing upstairs as it is, and I feel like we have to go into the playroom sometimes just to hang out with them. And so I kind of like that once in a while they take a break from playing with their toys and they come downstairs and, you know, just hang out with us and chat. The kids were getting dressed for school and getting ready. They kind of slept in the morning, so they're finally awake and they came downstairs and they're ready for breakfast. Whenever they sleep in, I try to keep breakfast super simple, so today they're just going to have some yogurt and a banana. Some mornings, if they wake up in time, we do eggs. Eggs is probably our #1 breakfast, and we kind of trade it out with yogurt, oatmeal, and eggs and just kind of rotate those throughout the school week. So here I'm just going to clean out their lunch boxes, and then it's a half day on this day that I was filming, and so we're just going to pack a bar and some orange slices. Since it's that time of the year, I'm just worried that the kids are going to start getting sick on me, and oranges are just always a fun snack. They're nice to have on hand. The night before, I did not end up doing a full nighttime reset like I normally do. Usually I do the dishes, wipe all the counters, make sure the lower floor at least is all cleaned up, kitchen tables cleared off, and I even fill up their water bottles and get some of this stuff ready the night before. Here my kids need help opening their bananas sometimes when they get super old because they don't like it when they try for a long time and it makes the banana all squishy. So here I'm just taking a break and helping them. We finished packing their backpack, and now I'm going to get back to cleaning. But like I said, I did not do my full nighttime routine the night before, and so I'm kind of paying for it today. And when I woke up, I was kind of hard on myself. I was like, why couldn't I have just gotten this done? Now I have more work. But honestly, it didn't take me very long, and sometimes you just have to remind yourself to give yourself a little bit of grace. When life gets a little bit crazy, you have to be able to let some things go. And honestly, the night before, I actually did a lot of cleaning. I just did a full load of dishes and I hand washed some dishes. I just had too many dishes for the dishwasher, and so I wasn't gonna hand wash all of these cups and dishes, and so I just kind of didn't finish. But I did do a lot, and sometimes as parents we don't give each other enough grace, and I'm trying to be better about that. So yes, I always feel better if I do a proper nighttime routine, but sometimes it's just better to get a good night's sleep and tackle it in the morning. Now that we finished dishes, we're just going to give this kitchen a good scrub down just because I didn't do it the night before. And whenever dishes are sitting in your sink for a little too long, the sink can get gross pretty quick. So I'm just going to take care of that before moving on. The living room honestly wasn't too bad. It definitely needs a vacuum because the area rug just gets covered in black hair, and with a toddler, I just want to make sure that the area rug is at least as clean as I can make it. So we are going to be vacuuming the lower floor just so that there's no food or crumbs or little toys that my niece can, put in her mouth. But it really wasn't too bad in this area of the house. We're also going to tackle this coffee table and the sliding door where I let my dog out, just because the kids run in and out of this section of the door to go to the trampoline, and then our dog puts his nose all over it so you can kind of see nose marks. And so whenever people come over, I just like to kind of wipe down this area. My sister honestly does not care at all if my house is clean when she visits, and I know that. Most of my friends honestly do not care in the slightest if my house is clean, but whenever it's a baby or toddler visiting, I just kind of feel like I have to do more cleaning, especially for last minute visits, because I don't know why. I'm always so scared that it's going to be at my house that a baby or toddler eats something that they shouldn't and chokes. I don't know. That's just a fear of mine, and so whenever somebody with a baby or toddler comes over, I like to at least make sure that most of the house is vacuumed and they can't really get into anything that they shouldn't. It also means that I can visit with my friends or my sister a little bit easier. Like if they're constantly chasing their kid and trying to make sure they don't eat things they shouldn't or get into anything, then I feel like the visit, it's kind of just me following them around while they follow their toddler around, which is fine. I've done that when I had my kids, and that's just the stage of life you're in. But if I can help them out just a little bit by cleaning my house before they come, then I'm going to do that just so that we can have a little bit more relaxing of a visit, and maybe they can take a little bit of a break of following their kid around. Like maybe they need to sit on the couch and just chill. Now we've switched the heads on the vacuum, and we're going to take care of this area rug here. By the way, I end up throwing on glasses a lot when I clean the hard flooring, and that is just because with the little green light on this Dyson vacuum, it shows all of the dirt on the floor, which is really cool, except that my eyes are so bad that if I'm not wearing glasses, I still can't see the dirt even though the green light's shining on the floor. So sometimes when I'm downstairs and I'm cleaning hard flooring, I just throw on my glasses really quick before I start vacuuming. Now that we've finished up the downstairs, we're just going to come upstairs and tackle this playroom so that my niece can come up here and play if she wants to. And so we're going to start by cleaning up all of the stuff that's bigger, and then we're going to work our way towards the puzzle in the corner and Legos. So my kids are super into Legos, and then they're also working on a Spider-Man puzzle together, so we're going to put those in the boxes and try to keep the puzzle pieces together that they've already done, just so that it's easier for them when they get it back out. The bag on my hip, by the way, is actually just a dog training bag. It has a bunch of dog food and treats in it. I had just finished taking my dog on a walk. After I cleaned the downstairs, I took a break from cleaning and I took my dog on a walk. And I ended up just kind of giving him treats whenever he focused on me and was doing a good job. Like if he doesn't lunge at other dogs or people and he's being good, I like to give him treats. And so that's what that bag is on my hip. I just forgot to take it off. I was just rushing around trying to get the last of the cleaning done before my sister came. This pile on the floor here is actually all trash or like kitchen dishes and things that shouldn't even be in the playroom. So we took care of that and now we're going to quickly pop into my boys' bedroom, and it really isn't too bad. They do actually do a really good job of tidying up their bedroom every single night. So compared to the playroom, which I let them kind of just make messes here and there because they're kids, and honestly a lot of the times they don't really play with toys anymore. They play with Legos and puzzles and things like that. And so a lot of times I don't want them to ruin their setups. They make all these setups and they're actually like using them. And so when you move them around, you either break them or they get upset because they set it up a certain way. And so I don't always make them come in the playroom and clean everything up, but I do make them keep up on their bedroom. If you were here for my video where I kind of rearranged furniture in my house and changed their playroom, I did end up moving most of the furniture back the way it was, and that's just because I tested it out. I tested out some things I had been wondering, and in the end, I've kind of decided that the furniture was a little bit too large for this space. I think when I do a playroom makeover, I'm going to do some cabinets on the right wall in the playroom, and then get a nice couch that's kind of on the narrow side so that when they're older and they have friends over who want to play video games or Legos, there's an area for everyone to sit. I'm not ready for a project like that quite yet, and I'm at least happy that I tested out some things I had been wondering, but in the end I did move all of the furniture back into their playroom. The stairs was the last thing I wanted to tackle before my sister got here, so we're going to take care of those. Thank you guys so much for being here and supporting my channel. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week.